Good morning. It's Wednesday, the 23rd of February. I did say I would log yesterday that would be a week from my surgery, but obviously I didn't do it yesterday. So yeah, today obviously a week. So what I've decided now is I've done a week of clear fluid. I've going to go on to slightly thicker fluids for the next week. So this morning I've already had a Farley's rusk with some warm milk. I probably managed one rusk and just enough milk to make it into a very, very smooth like consistency. Yeah, and it was quite enjoyable actually. As I say, I've had that. I didn't eat it all, but I ate a fair bit of it, so that was good. It was a change. Yeah. So anyway, I'm feeling good. I've had no complications whatsoever. Everything's been fine. My wounds are healing very nicely. I've been having strip washes every day since I come home. But I'm actually going to have a nice bath today, and I'm going to leave. I'm going to not redress the wound straight away. I'm gonna just chill out for a little while, shirt off today for a bit, and just let the air get to the wounds a little bit. And I may redress them later. I'll see what they look like because they're still glued. So yeah, but moving on now onto slightly more thicker fluid. Not obviously not too thick. Sort of going on to sort of puree, mild puree stage. Yeah, so the plan is today, as I say, I've had the rusk this morning, but I also purchased some ready bricks, so that's another alternative for a bit of breakfast. But these have been really good. These high protein breakfast drinks. I think they're five for £4 in Asda's or something like that. And I looked on Amazon for them, and they work out about £1 each. So there's no real difference. They're actually probably cheaper in the supermarket. High protein, as you can see, got great values, nutrition wise and stuff like that. Very little fat at all. Yeah, no added sugar. High in fibre. Yeah, and as I say, protein in them is very, very good. That they taste fine. I got strawberry and banana. I'm going to order some more, or I'm going to go and get some more. The strawberry ones I found nicer than the banana ones. The banana ones are fine. You just get that little bit of aftertaste, like you have with a sort of Diet Coke or something like that. But they also do a vanilla one and a chocolate one. So yeah, I mean, I'll give them a go or whatever. So something like that. The milk that I've purchased is this milk by Arla, Bob milk. Looking at the values on it, the calories are quite good on it. The carbs are not too sad, obviously per 100 ml. 4.9, something like that. Protein per 100 ml is 4.6, so it's quite a good protein, and it's skimmed, but it doesn't taste like that red top skimmed milk. It tastes more like semi-skimmed milk, which was why I purchased it. So it's a bit more expensive. One of these is I think one of these for 4 pints is like £2, but I mean compared to what else you're paying, it's not a great deal. I've bought some strawberries, and also I purchased some nanas. So I'm going to make up some smoothies now, but I will probably make them a little bit more. I mean, smoothies are smooth, obviously, because they're called a smoothie, but I can still find them sometimes a little bit thick. So I'm going to make a strawberry smoothie today. the recipe I've got for it, or the instruction I had, was to use 250 ml, which is half a pint of milk, some yogurt, natural yogurt. I've got this one from Tesco's, zero yogurt. And it says use, I can't remember how much it says, but it's probably about 2 spoonfuls in with it, and blitz it up. But if it's still a little bit too, the consistency is a little bit too thick, then I'll just add a little bit of water, or maybe just add a little bit more milk to it. I've already added an extra 50 ml anyway, as to what the guidelines said for it. So I'm going to do that in a minute, whiz that up in the old trusty NutriBullet. Yeah, and then this is what I made before going into hospital. This is when I made my chicken broth, which I think I remember saying on one of the earlier videos. I cooked a load of chicken thighs and chicken wings that I had. I've done them in a slow cooker with onion and carrot and stuff like that. And then I strained and sieved and strained and sieved and got the the broth out, which I've been eating. It's been part of what I've been eating on the clear fluids for the last week, as well as some other soups that I've obviously strained. I had some ramen. It's quite spicy soups that were really nice, and they actually look really nice with the noodles and stuff in them. But obviously, I sieved the noodles away and just kept the broth part of the soup. Yeah, so this was what was left. This was the chicken and the vegetables. Obviously, I deboned it all, I de-skinned it all, and then I had stock left, or I had broth left. So I blitzed it all up, and made it into. I mean, you can see the consistency is quite runny. So that's chicken, leek, carrot, and onion, with the broth, all blitzed. So I'll give it a try later. I mean, looking at it, it doesn't look very appealing whatsoever. I don't even know really whether it's gonna be any good. I mean, it smells okay. It just smells like chicken. So I'm gonna give that a whirl for dinner tonight. As I say, I've had a rusk today. Still drinking plenty of water. No added sugar, orange squash. If I don't get on with that tonight, then I may just make a soup, or I may just have a protein shake. But I find these probably good for the morning. I mean, I've only had them for a couple of days, and I put them in a. I'm funny. I use plastic cups, like beaker type, not beaker, but like what you'd have at a party, throw away. I just like drinking out of them for some reason. I don't know why. I've got clear ones, I've got red ones, whatever. But I normally put like 4 or 5 bits of ice in the cup, and then I'll empty the whole thing into the cup. And it's been taking me. I mean, yesterday it took me about 4 hours to drink it. I mean, it's 330ml, I believe, which is Coke, isn't it? It's like the size of a can of Coke. Yeah, 330ml. So it's the equivalent of a can of drink. But taking small sips of it. Obviously, I keep them in the fridge to keep them chilled anyway, and then obviously adding them over ice keeps them nice and chilled for a good while. But it's taken me about 4 hours to get through one of them. So yeah, I mean, if I don't get on with this later, I'll probably make some soup. The sort of soups I've been buying are like these packet soups. Knorr. I mean, this is a minestrone one. Protein. I mean, it's not huge. I mean, it says per portion, which I've been getting. I've been getting two meals out of a packet, and I've got a spring vegetable one as well. Yeah, I've got 2 of them actually. I've got another one of them there. So yeah, and I've also got one of these left. This was the ramen noodle soup, which I bought. The one I had before was slightly different, but yeah, I mean the protein's like 3 grams in one pack, so they're not bad. I'm also a bit of a sucker for peas pudding. I mean, I love it. It's something that I've always liked. Yeah, so yeah, peas pudding, and also what I bought was something else that I like as well, and I only bought Asda ones, was mushy peas, or mushy as my wife always corrects me, bless her, but it is mushy. Sorry. Yeah, so I thought of blitzing some peas and some peas pudding, because people get confused thinking peas pudding is peas, but it's not. Peas pudding and some peas and a little bit of gravy, and mix it and blend in that, and that is something that I know I would sit and enjoy. So that's another option for sort of soft bits and stuff. So yeah, I mean, health wise, I feel good. I feel okay. As I say, I've had no problems. Sleeping's okay. I've not had any issues sleeping as such. I mean, I'm not the best sleeper anyway. I'm always up and about in the night, like going to the toilet and stuff. But I'm hoping over time that will change. As I say, it's been a week now since I was out of surgery. It'll be a week tomorrow, like since I've been home. Haven't really been out of the house, to be honest. Mandy's been busy. She's been working and stuff. My car's going tomorrow, and my pal said he'd have it probably just for a day or whatever. So I'm going to try and have a little drive late Saturday night when the road's quiet. See if I can do this emergency stop with no problems. If that's good, then I'm pretty much good to be back out on the road again. Spoke to the bariatric nurses about vitamins and stuff. She said it would all be listed on my discharge letter from hospital, but it turns out it wasn't. It was missed. So she said she was going to get on that. I'm still just been taking a multivitamin every day, but I know at some point I need to get on some more vitamins. Forcival, Sanatogen or something. I don't know. It's going to depend on what my body needs, really. No one's mentioned anything about a B12 injection yet, but I know that's something that's possible. As I say, I'm still using Fragmin or anticoagulant injections twice a day. I've got another, so I'll probably have another sort of 6 days worth of that. Then I think I probably need to phone the GP to just double check that I can go back onto my Pixaban blood thinner, which I'm pretty sure that's what the nurse said, is that after 2 weeks you can go back onto your own thinner. So yeah, it's enlightening. It's very it's still very, very much the start of my journey. I believe this is going to... I spoke to a guy, Andy, who was part of, or is part of our WhatsApp group that we formed at the beginning of February. Probably around 25 of us who actually like talk and get involved in the group, which has been really enlightening, really helpful. Obviously, people that have had their surgery can then give advice to other people who may be 2 weeks behind them or stuff like that, or people who are waiting. So it's been very informative, the group as such. But yes, I actually spoke to Andy for nearly an hour last night. I had already spoke to him before, but obviously we had a real good chat last night. He's had a few little ups and downs. He's pushed food into him that he said maybe was a little bit too soon, but it is a trial and error process and learning from mistakes and stuff like that. So that was nice and we're going to try and do a Tuesday evening catch up. yeah, I mean, so yeah, everything's really good at the moment. I say I've had no complications or anything. I'm going to have a look at the wounds again today, uncover them, have a nice bath, and then I'm going to leave them uncovered, as I say, for a while today. Let the air get to them a little bit. May just leave them as long as I don't. I mean, they're glued, so the glue is still present on them. So I just don't want to sort of split them open. But did take one off this morning. I did take a plaster cum bandage type thing off this morning, and there was no mark on it at all. So there's obviously no seepage out of that wound. But then I have got 6, so 1 out of 5 so far. So I'll check the others obviously as I uncover them. Yeah. So weigh. I'm going to weigh next Tuesday. That will be 2 weeks then. I see my stepdaughter yesterday. She pops in to see me with the grandchildren, and she said she could see a difference in this sort of part of my body. She noticed it straight away, and it does feel slightly different around there, like more shoulder area feels slightly different. And I do remember when I lost weight before, I started losing weight from around this area first. So I'm not expecting massive results when I weigh, but any type of weight off is no weight on or no weight sitting on me. I mean, I had amazing results on the LRD, and I'm not really. I've probably had less, which is not always a good thing because you still need to make sure you're taking in enough calories, nutrients, and stuff, and obviously protein. I've been concentrating more on the protein side of things at the moment, but I've not felt lethargic. I've felt okay. I've not had any more of them spells where I felt like come over really drained. I had 2 days of that. I've not experienced that again. It's yeah, and when as I say, when I spoke to Andy, he told me about this guy on YouTube, Patreon, Facebook, Instagram, called I can't remember what his name was called now, something John, Gastric John, and it was only June, I think, last year that he started his journey. He was 28, just under 28 stone, I think, when he started. So I mean, I know I was when I originally weighed, I was 32, so I was 4 stone heavier than him anyway. But he was sort of around in my weight bracket as such. And I've watched his video. I spent about 3 hours last night watching his videos that are probably sort of 15 to 20 minutes long, like sort of thing I'm doing really. But he was a lot more detailed, and he does drone videos as well, and you can see his setup of his videoing, and that was really professional and really good. But yeah, followed his journey all the way from the day before the day he went into surgery. He logged when he was still like really out of the game, straight after surgery, and right up until sort of 2 or 3 days ago, his videos go up to. Yeah, and I mean, what a legend! I mean, the guy's shed incredible amounts of weight, but he knows that he doesn't eat enough, and he has 1 meal a day, whereas at that point he's at now, he should be having 3 meals a day. He struggles getting water down, but he obviously uses orange squash, and he's fine with that. But yeah, and that fuel, that brand of products, fuel, he swears by them. I mean, he's having granola now, and different bars, chocolate, not chocolate, but like breakfast type bars, and that are all made by that company, Fuel. And he went through all different types of protein things, and that. I mean, I stumbled across it myself, but I mean, if I would have seen him using it, then it probably might have been a product that I would have purchased myself. But I'd already decided to try it, and obviously, well, from what he's saying, it's the best that he's had. He's tried different ones, YouFit and stuff like that, and Slim Fast and whatever. But so yeah, so that's nearly 20 minutes of waffle. But yeah, I'm feeling good. So I will log again before weigh day. It's Wednesday today, as I say, so since the journey started, it's now been 20, whatever it is, 23rd today or something, so it's been 23 days, so I'm over 3 weeks from starting LRD to post-op now. Feeling good, feeling more alive, very, very positive. I've been thinking very, very positive about looking forward, and watching his videos was very inspirational. I even messaged him on Instagram late last night and said to him, "You're a bit of a legend," and that, and he messaged me back within like 10 minutes. I said to him, "I'm just starting my journey," and that. And he says on his things, any questions anyone's got, like, he would always try and make time for people to get back to them and speak to them. So he may be another outlet, but as I say, our group's been really good. There's a couple of people I think having surgery today. We're always encouraging people in the mornings and stuff. I got plenty of encouragement from everyone last week when I did mine. But I will log again before weigh day, and then obviously I will try and log on weigh day. If not, it'll be the day after or something like that. So yeah, I'm just gonna make up me strawberry smoothies now. I think it says from the amount that it tells you to use, you can get 2 portions out of it. So there'll be enough for today and tomorrow. So the plan is some smoothie for lunch. Still keep obviously pummeling the water in and the fluids as such. And I'm going to try that chicken thing tonight and see how I get on with that. If I don't, I will make a soup and have some soup, and then I'll know then that it's no good, because I think I made 6 of them or 7 of them, a week's worth. So if it's no good, then I'll just get the others out of the freezer and just throw them away, and then I'll find alternative ways to go. But as I say, it just smells like chicken. I mean, maybe it might be an idea, because it's only chicken and vegetable, so I don't know what it's going to go like when I warm it up, whether it's going to thin out slightly or not. But I might thin it out anyway with a little bit of gravy. I might just make a little bit of gravy and mix that in with it as well. So, but we'll see, and obviously I'll let you know in the next video how that was, if it was any good. Yeah, and I'm still saying constantly, but never mind. So I'm going to have a go at this smoothie now, and then, as I say, and then I'm going to go up and address my wounds and stuff, and have a bath. Maybe have a dig in the grave. I don't know. I'll see. I might grow a little beardy or something. See what will go. Try and cover up at least one of my chins. So yes, that's where we are. I say Wednesday, whatever, the 23rd, I think it is today, of February 2022. Yeah, and that's it. So I will make a point of speaking again soon, and let you know the progress.